What's up, YouTube? Brett Hoover from Rants here. Alright, so Star Wars Kathleen Kennedy teases more projects featuring sequel trilogy characters. Now, of course, we all know she got 3 more years as head of Lucasfilms, so of course she's going to push her sequel trilogy characters. Look, they spend a lot of money when it comes to Star Wars. Um, And really, at this point, Disney, Lucasfilm is a propaganda machine. They're all about pushing what the Hollywood elites want you to hear. Basically, it's the reason why Star Wars is basically a shell of itself. It is no more about pleasing fans or getting the fan base excited about any project. It's all about diversity. It's all about pushing a woke agenda. It's all about taking everything that we loved about Star Wars and completely demolishing it so that we can make it brand new. It's what Rey Skywalker is. It's what Kylo Ren is. It is all about, that is what basically the whole Skywalkers were. I mean, you take Luke Skywalker, for instance. Given another 10 years, I keep pushing these sequel trilogy characters. All the new generation will know of Luke Skywalker isn't the old movies, because they're not going to go back and watch movies from the 70s and 80s. They're, of course, going to watch more recent things. And the only thing they're going to know about him was he was a grumpy old hermit that turned his back on all of his friends and family, tried to kill his nephew, and drank space cow milk. That's it. That's all they'll know about it. Leia was the stronger one. I mean, it's all of this reinterpreting what Star Wars was supposed to be about. And now it's just about the Hollywood agenda more than it is about Star Wars. It's about getting products out there. You know, of course, the Mandalorian, the Ahsoka Tano series, the Obi-Wan series. You have all these different series that are coming out. Boba Fett series. It's about getting all these things out, selling toys. It doesn't matter if they're good. It just matters that at the end of the day, you buy their products, you go to see their movies, which fans will. Fans of Star Wars are not going to boycott them no matter what we want them to do. We want Star Wars back, but we're not getting it back. And that's just the hard truth about it, is we're never going to get Star Wars back to what it was. Just not going to happen. Disney Star Wars is here to stay because fans will still eat up all that propaganda. They will eat it up. They will still go to the movies. They might complain about it, but they'll still go and see it. They're still giving Disney its money. So Disney has no reason to change what their current trajectory is. There's no drawback to it. They can push their agenda. They can push their shows. They can push their movies, and people still go and see it. But anyways, I digress. Let's read a little bit of this article and see what it says. It says, Lucasfilm has not forgotten about the Star Wars sequel trilogy characters. Certainly, those are not characters we're going to forget. Lucasfilm President Kathleen Kennedy told Empire for its upcoming book of Boba Fett issue. They will live on, and those are conversations that are going on with the creative team as well. Now, the rest of this article basically just goes and talks about John Boyega. And, you know, John Boyega's experience. And John Boyega really isn't wanting to come back. Daisy Ridley's not really a fan of coming back. There's a lot of these characters that are probably never going to ever be in Star Wars ever again. So how are they going to push the sequel trilogy characters? Animated series, comics, a lot of different ways that they can do it. Maybe, you know, I would say that they could replace somebody like Finn in some form or fashion, and maybe they could get away with it. I think, you know what, to be honest with you, you could replace Daisy Ridley. And I don't think people would truly care because they didn't care about her character to begin with. So, I mean, you could replace that character and you wouldn't get a fan uproar. Nobody's going to be like, I can't believe you replaced Rey Skywalker. No, they're not going to ever be that way. So you know what? Since the sequel trilogy was such a mess, so chaotic, people didn't like the characters. Well, guess what? They can replace these characters in a lot of different ways, and they could, put them into any of their live action shows, recast those characters, and no one would really care. Like I said, as long as people are still going to see it, to see these shows, to pay for Disney Plus, to pay for these movies, nothing is going to absolutely change. It's always going to be this nonsensical babble that Disney and Lucasfilm is putting out. It's always going to be about this propaganda. And you know what? To me, when it comes to that, I don't care. I'm of that a way of thinking of I don't really care if they replace Ray Skywalker. I didn't like Ray Skywalker to begin with. So replace her with somebody else. Maybe someone more interesting. Maybe give her a backstory I actually care about. Maybe change it up. Maybe have a multiverse in Star Wars. Something to maybe explain away the sequel trilogy. I'd be absolutely up for that. But who knows what they'll do in the future. But as far as the sequel trilogy, it's not going anywhere. You can have all these rumors that are going to come out, and they can say, oh, well, Disney is just, in turmoil, and that the sequel trilogy is going to completely and totally go away. It's not. It's not. Some of these characters, like John Boyega, Oscar Isaacs, Daisy Ridley, they might be replaced. But as far as the characters are concerned, we're not going to see the end of these characters. They're going to shove them down our throats for the rest of time, and they're going to hope that the next generation completely, totally forgets about Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, or any of those characters. All they want Luke Skywalker to be remembered for is he wasn't as good of a Jedi as what his sister was. That's all it's come down to. They want that Mary Poppins style where she, Leia was, blew out of the spaceship and then put her hands up like Superman and flew, into another spacecraft. They want that to be a memorable thing. Not a joke, but something showing her power. And look, by the time another generation comes about, who knows? They might be successful in it, but it wouldn't shock me. It's either they're going to pull this off with these sequel trilogy characters, or either Star Wars is going to completely tank. And I don't see any Star Wars fan, as much as they complain about it, actually not going to see the movies, actually not going to see, these series, not paying for Disney Plus. None of these things are hurting. Not even with the Gina Carano situation, they're still going to get a lot of people when it comes to the Mandalorian. So you know what? I don't see Disney Star Wars crashing anytime soon, but I do see the sequel trilogy over time winning over new fans and erasing everything that we loved about Star Wars and just making it a more progressive, a more woke